Hello everyone, this is Gio from gamesibeat.com, here to bring you a review of Resident Evil 3 on PC. Resident Evil 3 is a remake version of the classic Resident Evil 3 Nemesis from 1999. Instead of the standard zombie and monster killing, you must fight an unstoppable force named Nemesis. So where exactly did this remake go wrong in comparison to the original? Let's find out. In Resident Evil 3, you play as Jill Valentine, a member of STARS and former Delta Force. During the game, you become friends with Carlos Oliveira, a former mercenary that now works for Umbrella Corp UBCS team. Jill Valentine is sent to Raccoon City to investigate a recent outbreak of the T-virus. While she is in the city, all hell breaks loose as the outbreak spreads. She is then attacked by an unknown bioweapon of considerable size and strength. You and Carlos must find a way out of the city with the vaccine of the T-virus. Overall, the main plotline stays intact, but the order of the story is completely out of whack with the original. I had recently played the original and was confused with the order of events in the remake. Resident Evil 3 was made using the RE engine. It's the same engine used for Resident Evil 7 and the Resident Evil 2 remake. The graphics are state-of-the-art and very nice looking. The character models are extremely detailed down to the facial animations. The environments are dark and grimy and carry the constant sense of danger. The lighting looks very accurate on several surfaces. I did notice a few graphical discrepancies, but nothing major. Resident Evil 3, like most of the Resident Evil series, does a great job with its sound engineering. The music is well placed during intense encounters, the eerie background noises along with sound effects, building the uncertainty of the world. The great thing about these remakes is the quality of the voice acting. Nicole Tompkins was an excellent Jill Valentine, and Jeff Shine was great as Carlos Oliveira. Resident Evil 3 plays very much like the Resident Evil 2 remake, but with the added dodge mechanic. Whenever enemies charge towards you, you can dodge out of the way. This makes it possible to fight Nemesis without dying too quickly. This is representative of the training level both Jill Valentine and Carlos have as opposed to Claire and Leon. The game uses a very basic inventory system just like the original. The map system makes it easy to track where you have been and where you need to go. Overall, the playability is high in Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 is definitely an entertaining game to play, but I would argue it's not as entertaining as other recent entries into the Resident Evil franchise. The first thing I noticed was that the game seemed to have much smaller and more linear maps. The original had a more comprehensive map that allowed you to explore more. There was also a major shortage on the fun puzzles that the original had. One thing the original did right was puzzles that aren't super annoying like so many other games have. Then the third major difference I noticed was that the game used more cinematic cutscenes to make up for the lack of content. Overall, the game was entertaining, but definitely fell short of the original. The replay of Resident Evil 3, like many others, is relatively high. You can play the game in harder modes to challenge yourself. You can use points to unlock super weapons to make the playthrough more dynamic. However, the replay value will suffer in my opinion due to the somewhat drawn out cinematic cutscenes and the lack of content. In conclusion, Resident Evil 3 Remake falls short of the original. Even though the original had the infamous tank controls, the game was just more comprehensive and challenging. I can only speculate why Resident Evil 3 Remake was lacking in the overall length and story. Was it because Capcom tried producing two games at once? Or was it because the original was more complicated to remake than Capcom realized? One can only guess at this point. But do yourself a favor and wait until this one is on sale. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about Resident Evil 3 in the comments below. See you all next time.